Welcome to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast, dedicated to exploring the interesting journeys of the people in the provincial construction industry. Presented by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association, produced by Gale Force Winds. Join us as we chat with the inspirational individuals that ensure the continued growth of the construction industry and the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
And welcome to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast. It is so exciting to be at Build Expo 2023. I'm Alan Dale. With me, as always, my good buddy Jerry Carew.
It's getting tired.
It's so fun to be in conversation here at the Expo. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Wanda Green. I work with Steers Insurance Limited. I've been there for 33 years, doing just specifically construction insurance and bonding. So I'm dealing with contractors all day long. I was on the board of NLCA probably 7 or 8 years ago when Rhonda first came on board, that first couple of years. And just my industry, I guess, even though it's insurance, it's all construction.
Yeah, Wanda, tell me about your journey into that role. How did you start?
Well, years ago, I started at Personal Lines with another broker when I was only 20, I think, out of a business program at trade school. Then I went into accounting, and then gradually I got to work with a mentor, I guess, Mr. Carl Monk. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but years ago he was very well known in the construction industry. So I started working with him actually when I was probably around 25 years old, and he taught me most of everything I know, and then he's been out of the industry now for probably 15 years. So just, you get into it, you get to know people, you know the insurance markets and the bonding markets, and I guess as time goes on, you just see it all and hear it all, and then
tell me the importance of that mentorship.
Hopefully good at it.
Yeah. Tell me the importance. Well, obviously you're good at it. You've been around a long time. So tell me the importance of that mentorship.
It's very important to work and be alongside day to day with someone that knows the industry, and relationships are very important. He taught me that. He had a very good relationship with all of his clients.
Was he in the insurance industry?
He was, yeah. He worked with a company I worked with before, and then we were at Steers since 1990, but he left probably about 12, 15 years ago, and I took over the portfolio. Some of our clients we've had for 30 years, contractors. I've seen them sell, I've seen them just retire, I've seen them, attrition into the younger generation. The younger ones are a little different. I miss some of the older ones, but I've seen it all, I guess. Different types of contractors in that. Newfoundland, it's more, every contractor does everything. Like up in Ontario or out west or in BC, I think they tend to more specialize in one type of work. But in Newfoundland, they could be doing anything, they could be demolition, they could be water and sewer, they're doing roads, they could, it's just, I guess, the economy and the scale of the population. They need to do it all, right?
Interesting.
It is, because the bonding companies have a hard time adjusting to that part of it. Usually it's a contractor, and this is what he does, but in Newfoundland, it's like he does this, and this.
So you have to explain that to the mainland and bonding companies, I guess?
Yes, and the insurance companies too, because liability is rated based on what kind of work they do. So there could be 4 or 5 categories on our policies and different rates. And in surety, they want to know what they're doing. Obviously, bonds are guarantees, so they're guaranteeing the government projects, basically.
So you must be the go-to person on the island when they've got an insurance question.
Sometimes they call me Bonda for bonds.
Bonda.
That's a couple of the guys.
Nickname.
And some of the guys, the insurities have come and gone, and the younger ones, it's nice. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's stressful sometimes, but generally contractors in Newfoundland have been pretty good, and they've adapted. Years ago, I was a young female, and it was a little hard to get into the groups and the conventions and stuff. I felt a little awkward, but now I just, I know most of the people and some of the suppliers and stuff too.
Yeah.
Let's explore that a little bit. What made you so resilient? If it was awkward way back then, what kept you pushing forward?
I don't know. I think I enjoy the actual relationships and the discussions with them. It's not all about business. They can be pretty funny, A guy called me the other day. He said, I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. I cannot find that one mask in my truck. Is there a place next to your office that sells masks, because it's on our office road. And I said, so I said, well, we got masks here.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, I'm on my way. I'll be there in like 3 minutes. So I ran out the front door and threw it over the stairs, and he grabbed it. Like, it's just the relationships you have with them after 20, 25 years. He'll know, if he's watching this, he's going to know who he is.
It's providing insurance in a different way.
Yeah, and I kind of went in with that theme. I'm a hero. Then I had masks. Stuff like that. It's not just. I've met their wives. I've met some of their family and their younger sons now. Some of them are coming along. It's great. I'm starting to feel a bit older though, because it's been a long time. But we're planning a succession plan. I've got some girls at the office now that are very well versed in it. So.
Right. Now tell me, the CEO Rhonda Nair is just over. She referred to you pre-conversation as you being a bit of a mentor to her, and you being sort of a groundbreaker in the industry for her. That must make you feel pretty good.
I was surprised at that. Thank you, Rhonda. But I think when she first came on board, I was probably one of the only females at the conventions. There was very few, 10 or 12 around at the conventions, but I had some experience with them, and we met, and I just introduced myself, and then she immediately asked me could I volunteer and stuff. And she's changed it up a lot, way, for the better over the years. It's all evolution, I guess, with the times and with the generational change and stuff. But I think she just, I knew a lot of people, who was who, what was what, and approached some people for sponsorships and stuff in the beginning. I guess that's what she meant. And just tried to help wherever I could.
Tell me about the importance of the NLCA.
Well, it's a very good, you need an industry or an organization, I guess, that can be the go-to for information and to administer all the educational stuff, because years ago when I first started, like the safety, I don't even know if there was I guess there was a safety association, but, rightly so, over the years, and gender equality and all that, these type of issues really weren't addressed or weren't issues, and everything's evolving. So you need an organization that's going to, I guess, be at the forefront and guide the members through all that. And I think that's probably the best word for the association. It's a guiding force for contractors in all avenues.
Right. That's the first time I've heard it described in that way, and it's a great way to describe it.
That's how I see it, I guess.
No, it's a great way to describe it for sure. Yeah, it's a nice, steady, constant force within the group that can keep people pointed in a direction.
Well, yes, you need to have a central figure for any kind of industry. And, the home builders has their, I guess. I'm more, again, contractors, construction related, insurance, but it's all connected, and a lot of my clients attend all of this stuff, so we go and try to support them.
It's been wonderful being in conversation with you. Thank you very much for
Hopefully you've learned something.
We have. We have indeed. And we've learned that you're an important person in this industry, whether you realize it or not.
I probably don't realize that. I'm just enjoying my position and my job for now.
And you're definitely a role model for other young women out there.
Yes, for sure, we've got some good people at our office coming up behind me, so they've learned a lot from me, as I learned from my mentors. Anyway, thank you very much for sitting down.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast, presented by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association, produced by Gale Force Winds.